Hey everybody, my name is Angelica Grace. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi. This is not like a typical video of mine. We're changing things up a little bit because I got inspired to do this. I love Barbies, and I love The Sims, and I love this dress that I'm wearing, which has nothing to do with the other two things. I just wanted to mention it. But today we are going to go into The Sims and we are going to build a Barbie family in The Sims. Yeah, I hear you. It's been done before. We got dream houses, we got family members, we got dramas going on. But I don't think anyone's done it this way. I'm going to take the Barbie family that we know and restore it back to the entire family. And we'll get into the history of the Barbie families as we go on.
All right, let's jump straight into the game and start with the first Roberts. George Roberts, Barbie's father. For George Roberts, we're going to go ahead and give him some traits that would work very well for a documentary producer, which is his career, as well as some traits that we learned throughout the series. And of course, I'm sure you've noticed at this point I'm using the 2018 Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures characters. I think it's a lot easier to get a closer resemblance to these characters rather than some of the older Barbie movies, as well as it gives us a bigger range of the family to work with. I don't know, what else would you have based their designs off of? Going back and watching the first episode to just get screenshots, one of my favorite George moments is when he questions his wife's computer skills in the first episode. You don't question genius. Moving on to the outfit, George typically wears a blue button-up with rolled-up sleeves and long khaki-ish white pants. I also was not looking at a full body photo when I was doing the Sims wardrobe, so I did miss that he was wearing brown loafers and not white tennis shoes, but I do go back and fix that. And here we have it, George Roberts. All right, now on to Margaret Roberts. As previously mentioned, Margaret is in fact a computer engineer, so I gave her the genius trait, along with some other traits that just better reference their family throughout the series. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the hairstyle that I chose for Margaret. However, it is the closest in-game to the bun that she wears in the show. I will say it does look a little matronly to me, but when you're choosing not to play with CC, you can't really be that choosy. That being said, I do love how close we got with this blouse. Yes, it is missing the stripes, but we can't really control that. I will say, however, I forgot she wasn't wearing heels, she was wearing sneakers. I do fix that at the end, but for now, here is Margaret Roberts. And of course, this next Sim needs no introduction. It's Barbie. It's the reason we're all watching this video. But yeah, I'm just going to create the 2018 version of Barbie. When it came to the hair, I was a little all over the place at first. I really was trying to go for the doll look, but eventually I just settled on sticking with the character inspiration, the animated series version of Barbie. I'll be changing her hair as we go along. Of course, Barbie's iconic color is pink. It has been for the last, quite a bit of time. But for this, I kind of really love the new dress. I guess it's an old dress now. Wow. But I really love this blue denim dress with the pink belt. I like the accent of pink and how it's not overwhelming, but it's still Barbie. I, however, did have a hard time finding this in The Sims. The top she's wearing now is almost perfect, minus the fact that it's cropped. I just couldn't get over the midriff. So I will be changing this after I change her hair. Like I mentioned, I wasn't feeling the outfit, so I did go back into the dresses and try to locate something that resembled more of the, if not style, then the overall vibe, the essence of the look. And then I found this little thing, and it's so cute. Had to get rid of a bit of chest hair, but other than that, we went into her traits, and there are way too many that correlate to Barbie, but I just gave her the things I thought fit the most. So here we are. Here's Barbie. Alright, Skipper fans, you're up next. So we're gonna create the second oldest daughter in the Roberts household. What we know about her is that she is a music lover. She is an aspiring DJ, but she also is a little lazy. Just that young teen angst, I guess. She is the only brunette in the family. It used to be she was blonde in earlier iterations when she first came out. However, all of her versions ever since have been brunette. Now, it was hard finding the right colored hair for her, but eventually we get there. I was hoping to settle on a look that didn't have bangs in the front just because she doesn't seem to have them. However, she unfortunately does have bangs in the Sims creation of mine. And then as I was doing more research, it turns out she used to have bangs, so it kind of works. She went back to bangs maybe. Skipper's outfit was the easiest to recreate in The Sims, and here she is. Next up, we have the next sister. I bet you can't really guess who this is. If you guessed Stacy, well, I'm sorry, you're wrong. It's actually Tutti. Tutti was discontinued by Mattel, and it was kind of sad. Not for the sake of the doll. The doll was kind of creepy, but she had a couple of name changes throughout the years. She went from being Tutti to being Stacy, to being replaced by Stacy and then going by Kelly, and then eventually retired in the 2000s. Now, Tutti was a hard one for the outfits just because I didn't quite know how to age up her mod fashion. At first I was going to put her in this jump skirt, whatever you want to call it, but I decided against it, and I decided to give her a, I don't know, a more skater girl kind of look. I don't know why. But here is Tutti Roberts. Okay, so Tutti didn't come alone. She had a twin brother named Todd, so I'm just spamming that randomize button there. I don't know much about Todd other than he was Tutti's twin brother. So I'm just giving both of them random traits that I see as part of just being a Roberts. Not quite sure where I'm going with this twin, but I just wanted to get them in the similar style as some of the other characters in the show. So I don't know how this happened, and it will happen again, but I forgot he was redheaded, so I will be updating that in the final image. But for now, here is Todd Roberts. Okay, now it is officially Stacy's turn, but there was a bit of an issue. I'll let past me explain. So it's at this point that I'm really kind of hoping that in the future The Sims 4 comes out with preteens, because there's really not a good place for me to choose for Stacy. Like, she's not a child, that's more like Chelsea, but she's not a full-grown teen either. She's a preteen. So like, what do we do? Like, in The Sims, what do we do? I guess I'm just gonna have to make her a teen because, you know, she's not a child. She's in between. So, oh well, hopefully we get that in the future. Yep, there you have it, preteens. Hopefully Sims 5 comes up with that middle stage. I don't know. Everyone was so excited about newborns, but for me personally, I would have loved to have preteens. Just that middle stage of life between a child and a teenager. It's very short, but it makes all the difference. Anyway, I'm just playing around with hairstyles for Stacy, figuring out which ponytail I like the most, and then we'll get into her wardrobe. Okay, so I may be fully alone with this, but does anybody else have like this really oddly specific desire for a good pair of shorts that are not too long, but not too short? I don't know. That was the issue I was having with Stacy, but eventually I do settle on a pair of shorts, and I do change her jacket, which is very cute and almost accurate, but I do switch it out for something that has that yellow popping out. I just think it suits her better. Here's Stacy. Alright, and next up is Chelsea. Unless you're in Australia, and then it's Kelly. Unless you collected your Chelsea dolls before she was Chelsea, and then it's Kelly also. Unless you were in Europe, in which case it's Shelly. I really don't have a whole lot to say about Chelsea. She was pretty straightforward. I mean, everything I needed was in The Sims. The only thing I went back to change was making her eyes just a little bit bigger. All right, and here is Chelsea. All right, and there you have it, the entire Roberts family, including Tutti and Todd, which were discontinued. And before I get any comments, yes, I know Chrissy is also a member of the Roberts, but I began playing without mods and I reached my 8 sim limit. Let me know if you want me to put this in the gallery, and I'll go ahead and add a link in the description if you do. And let me know if there are any other families you want me to recreate, including the Carsons or the Reardons, or even from a different series altogether. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. It is so much fun getting to share with you guys all of the things that I love doing. And if you made it this far, by all means give me a like down below. And if you'd like to see any of the other crazy things I get to on this channel, by all means hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!